Hey everyone! Today it is the oft requested Lazy Man's Lasagna from Cooking with Jack. I've got some of this. I've got some pasta sauce. Jack used a 32 ouncer. This is a 45. I couldn't find a 32, so. But I like my stuff saucier anyway, so it should be fine. I'm using half of a large ricotta cheese because I'm just making one batch of it. It was actually kind of a little confusing knowing exactly how many ingredients to use for this because he made a double batch in his video, yet the ingredients shown at the beginning seem to be, I don't know, it could be either or, it's not exactly clear, so I ended up following the directions in his description. And of course we've got some mozzarella cheese as well, which I will have to grate. So we'll probably start off doing that. Let's go! Almost got away from me. I can't seem to find a good cheese grater for this. The one that I'm using, I think it's too fine and it's turning out kind of bad, so I might just end up cutting it, which is probably a lot more work, but, well, I'll just do that. Yeah, this is going to take a long time. I may just go quickly buy a cheese grater. Okay, got it. Shut up, kitty. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. This is going to be kind of hard to do. Ooh, this is an artsy shot. Is it working even? Seems like it. Well, that was pretty messy. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, that's what it looks like. Not too bad. One down, one to go. Okay, there's the second one. I need a bigger bowl, but this will be okay. Next up, we're gonna boil some water. I see all you Midwesterners in the comments talking about Hy-Vee. I actually do have a Fairway that's right next to the Hy-Vee, actually, but usually I do my grocery shopping on Sundays, so they're not usually open then. So I don't get to stop in very often. But when I was a kid, that was basically where we got our groceries, was from the local Fairway. And I actually don't know if they still have it, but I remember Fairway's sort of generic brand was called Fasco. So that became like the joke generic brand for everything. You know, for every granny fooler out there, you know, my friends and I would talk about, well, this must be the Fasco brand of whatever it is, you know. The movie Transformers, there was the movie Transmorphers, which that one granny fooler company came out with in order to get grannies to buy it for Christmas for their kids, you know. If you're not familiar with what a granny fooler is, that's what that is. But we would have called that the Fasco brand Transformers. I'm gonna go ahead and start the sauce too. Jack's was super cheesy. Didn't look like there was very much sauce in there compared to the amount of pasta he made, so I think I might just use the full 45 ounces. I don't know, it seems like a good idea. That's hard to open with one hand. There we go. Come on now. There. We just have to warm this. We're not doing anything fancy with it. There's probably just a bunch of really simple things you could do to make this recipe better. You could probably add some herbs into this, or some meat or something. I know Jack didn't add meat in his because he was serving it to kids and he was thinking that some of them might be vegetarian, but just some ideas. It seems like there's other things you could really easily do to this dish that wouldn't really add much time or be much work just to make it better, but I haven't tasted it, so we'll see what it actually tastes like in the end. Probably add some fresh thyme to this, and that would probably be pretty good. Alright, this water is just about ready to boil. I'll go ahead and pour in the pasta. Probably turn this down low. I do read all your comments, guys, and I really appreciate them. I think it was just a stroke of luck that the Aunt Myrna recipe exploded. The other ones aren't nearly as high, but it seems like I've got a lot of people who are subscribing, and you guys are here to stay, so I really appreciate that. I'm going to try to keep doing content like this. As long as you guys like it and show up for it, I will keep making it. So thanks so much, guys. I'm kind of just keeping it stirring just to keep them from sticking on the bottom of my Dutch oven here. I love this thing. I've cooked so many things in it. Okay, I think it might be getting close to getting done. Let's test it. That's quite hot. Not quite. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, I think they're done now. As much as I would love to try, I don't think I'm going to be able to make this transfer of sauce one-handed. So, I'm going to dump well, I'll see you in a second. Okay, actually it's not that bad, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going on that. Just kind of getting this sauce hot again so the cheese will melt nicely in it. Okay, I'm going to put in most of the cheese. He did say to leave a little bit, so I'm going to leave a little bit. But I'm going to put most of it in. Come on. Okay, there's a little bit left, and we got to mix this cheese in. It's definitely melting, that's great. Alright, in goes the pasta. Pretty much got it all in there. Just a couple pieces on the stove. That's alright. It's good enough for government work. Now I can see why Jack had that music he chose. Now, Jack put in 2 whole large canisters of that ricotta cheese because he was making 2 batches, but his instructions for 1 batch on the description said to use half of a large, so I'm not exactly sure what to do, but I'm going to go ahead and use just half because it's already pretty cheesy, so I'm just going to use the half of the large, and that should probably be good, I think. Okay, let's mix that in here. Whoa, I'm definitely glad I did not use a full large ricotta cheese. This is overkill as it is. Oh my god. Look at this cheesy monstrosity. Oh boy. If you have issues with constipation, I would not recommend eating this. Just a hunch I'm getting right now. Now, I'm a farmer and pretty strong, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, or rather, maybe it's not such a good idea to transfer this one-handed. Probably not a great idea. It seems like it's pretty heavy. Okay, I'm gonna try the have no idea. I can't actually see what it looks like right now, but because I got the camera flipped around, I'm going to try to hold the phone in my mouth with my pop socket. So we'll see how that works out. Man, this is so cheesy. This is, I just can't imagine. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of calories. It's a good thing I worked out today. I will say I did make some really good chicken soup yesterday. And that is left over in the fridge, so that means it's probably even better today. So that's ready to go in case we need something else to eat for dinner tonight. But I don't think I have enough cheese to cover the top of this. Not that it needs any more, but Jack kind of said that it was mostly like a cosmetic thing. So we'll do it. It's really not needed, but... All right. Maybe I will actually reheat it in the oven to give it the crispy top like Jack says will happen, and make it like a ziti, he says. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I'm just a guy. I'm not a very good cook. I don't know much about cooking, but yeah, maybe we'll give that a shot and I'll let you know how it is and see if it's better than fresh. But let's get some of this plated up here. Let's see, it's not really a lasagna. Doesn't really hold together, obviously. Okay, that's probably good. Okay, here it is. Let's give it a shot. This is kind of a goopy mess, but maybe it tastes good. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of boring. It just tastes like what those ingredients would taste like together. But there's not a lot of flavor. It's just kind of very cheesy and goopy and messy. It's pretty easy to make, but there are so many little things you could do to this, I think, to just to really make it better for not much extra work. Like you could maybe put some peppers in it. You could put some fresh herbs like thyme in there. I think that would make it better. Again, probably a little bit of meat would make it better for my taste. But it's not like awful. You know, it's just kind of boring. Rating it, I would say that I think the pork chops might actually be better or less boring than this, if that helps. But overall, it's okay. I wouldn't eat a lot of it because it's like super, super, super cheesy and goopy, and it's probably not very good for you, especially if you have issues, like I mentioned before. Well, that's it. Well, it doesn't look any better, but I did put just a little bit of salt, like a very small amount of salt, some pepper. I like a lot of black pepper, so I probably put more than most people would like, and some red pepper flakes. And that already has made the dish just way better than it was before. But I don't have any fresh thyme or anything, or else I would probably put that in there. I just have the dry stuff. But some fresh herbs would go nicely too. Maybe some chopped cherry tomatoes or something like that. I don't know. Some meat would be good as well. But it's okay. I won't spoil it, and it probably won't be the next video, but I am planning on doing a Jack recipe that has been recommended multiple times, and it did require me to purchase one of these. So those of you that are in the know, well, you know. See you next time.